Hey, all you rebels out there. This is another episode of Cracked Dice Gaming, and I am Captain Shikaka. I'm here with Chick Donovan and Crankin' Chewy. Hey, what's going on, guys?
Ah, just vibing. Not really doing much. Waiting for some spoilers. All we're getting is art reveals. But
Well, our reveals. I've got some spoilers. Well,
Yeah,
hey,
uh,
th-
I'm just, you gonna let me go? You gonna let me get my? You say what's going on? You gonna let me talk?
well, you didn't say nothing, man. Come on, you got to say something.
Oh, I was waiting for him to finish.
All right, whatever.
Man,
Okay,
no,
okay. All right, all right,
we're
all right, Chick.
hey,
What's going
come
on?
on, okay, come
Chick,
on.
what's going on? Tell me what's going on, man. All right, so
Why?
anyway,
I got no
oh,
idea. They got this unlimited game coming out, and it looks like this Galaxy Shuffle. Looks just like it. They're like parallel. They're like different like variants of each other. They're so similar, and
yeah,
it's
yeah,
cool.
they're pretty much the same game, I think. Yeah. Yeah, so and talking about Galaxy Shuffle, hey, I don't know if anybody saw on the Discords. I think it was on Discords, wasn't it? Where Rebel Spy from
unplayable podcast.
Unplayable podcast. If you haven't heard Unplayable podcast, hey, a little shout out for them guys. You guys should check out Unplayable podcast and see some of their
Yeah,
content and good stuff. But anyway, Rebel
pretty
Spy
cool
put
stuff.
on some a little card back on that on the Discords. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it says Star Wars Unlimited, but instead it says Galaxy Shuffle. Come on.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think once we actually start playing this game, or when we're playing it online, you guys got to turn all your card backs to Galaxy Shuffle. And the one that Rebel Spy put on here is pretty sweet. I think we should all use that one.
Oh, it's pretty good. It is pretty snazzy.
Yeah, yeah. So if you're building cards in the TTS or building cards on any other kind of server, hey, make sure you use the Galaxy Shuffle back that Rebel Spy put on there. I think it's pretty sweet. I think we should all use it.
Oh, absolutely. I will be.
Yeah, I've made it a mission uh to get on the FFG Worlds live stream with the Galaxy Shuffle card back and or the playmat.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely,
That's
absolutely.
stuff of legends right there.
Are you gonna use your Splish Splash, your deck is trash Galaxy Shuffle?
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. See, I got this I got these card sleeves. They say splish splash your deck is trash. And then I got a play mat with Forky from Toy Story 4 and it says, "I know what your problem is. You're just like me, trash." And that's what I've been rocking in when I was playing Flesh and Blood and now whatever game now. So, yeah, probably the Galaxy Shuffle honestly. You just can't beat it. That's what I'll be rocking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Galaxy Shuffle's the best.
yeah. I think let's face it, FFG. If you're listening to this, if anybody from FFG ever checks out a podcast, unlikely.
Do
But
not.
hey, make sure you do if you dislike our, and make sure everybody, if you dislike our podcast, hey, we really appreciate that. So don't hit that like, hit the dislike button. We're trying to get as many dislikes as possible from a podcast. That's our goal. Like literally have the highest dislikes ever for a podcast. I think that'd be amazing. Anyway, so like Gabe FFG, if you're hearing this, again, you really need to change the name. Galaxy Shuffle should be the way it goes. I mean, like who wants to
Yep.
play something called Unlimited? But Galaxy Shuffle, and didn't one of them? Did we talk about this where one of the guys talked
Yeah,
about it and actually
speaking
called
of
it the
Galaxy
Galaxy?
Yeah,
Shuffle,
Yeah, yeah,
hey,
yeah,
speaking
yeah,
of it.
tell us what old Tyler Perry did.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
we had a little Galaxy Shuffle reference there, FFG. I'd love to see it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Why?
So
Why? What was all that all about? Like he actually literally just called the deck the Galaxy deck. Your deck is called the Galaxy deck.
Yeah.
Was that what it was?
yeah, and you shuffle it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Galaxy
yeah.
deck is
So,
shuffled.
oh
That is
yeah, yeah.
so
So
awesome.
So my question is, does old Sir Christopher has he got some kind of inside knowledge? I mean, he was the one that spoiled the whole rules reference thing, right? The
Yeah,
early
exactly.
before.
The
So has he
rule
got some
book.
kind of insider in FFG that he's getting some kind of information? Like, I mean, did they release this really stupid name, calling it Unlimited, so that later they could, re-release it as Galaxy Shuffle, and Sir Christopher's got that little inside job going in there. I don't know. It's interesting.
Never known. No.
What do you think? What do you think about that, Chick? You think Sir Christopher's got the old inside source, the rebel spy inside FFG?
No, he doesn't have anything to do with FFG.
That's probably
And
true.
no, no, there's no way. Sir Christopher, he's so awesome. He could never. he can't coexist with FFG. They can't be in the same room, can't be in the same building. It just wouldn't work. So yeah, we're gonna go with a no on that one. Old Captain
Yeah.
Shikaka.
Yeah, I suppose. Hey, so like I was listening to, I don't remember who it was now. I was listening to the YouTubes at one point, and they were talking about how now Favreau has actually come out and said that Kathleen Kennedy had barred George Lucas from the set. Like she purposely barred
What?
on man
What's way
on
out of
Mando
left
on number.
field?
No,
Oh,
listen,
left
on Mando
field.
season
Stop.
three.
What are you doing?
That's why it stunk so bad was because literally, Kathleen Kennedy. Oh no, I'm going somewhere with this. So because Kathleen Kennedy
No, you're
barred
not.
George Lucas.
I don't know
No,
where
no,
he's going.
and so again, I'm saying that Jeremy is the Kathleen Kennedy of FFG. That's where I'm going with that.
What? And he bars Chris from from making a Galaxy Shuffle.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know,
Makes
like
sense.
anything that's gonna stink about this game, other than the name, is gonna be basically that's gonna be it's gonna be a Jeremy. That's. I mean, he killed. Let's face it, Jeremy literally single-handedly killed Star Wars Destiny. Right? I think we can all agree on that. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, big part to play in my opinion, from what I can
Yeah.
tell.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, the greatest game that ever has been and probably ever will be, the one man that killed it, and they put him on the new game, and so
Hey,
I
but
think
look, hey, we
he's
got
to
Tyler
me
on the
he's
call.
like the well that's true, but I
We
think
got
we got
Tyler.
like he's like the
We do.
Kathleen Kennedy of Star Wars, to me. I mean, honestly.
Hey, I just want to say,
Yeah.
Tyler, on the off chance that you are watching this podcast, I just want to say a huge thank you. All of us Galaxy Shuffle people, we just want to say a huge thank you to you, man.
Yeah.
Absolute
Yeah.
legend. Absolute
Yeah,
legend.
yeah, yeah. You're our shining star right now, Tyler. Just keep it up, buddy, man. You gotta keep pushing that Galaxy Shuffle. Keep talking about the Galaxy deck. Keep kind of pushing it out there. Just float it out there, buddy. I mean, it doesn't have to be overt. Just kind of float it out there. Let it kind of settle. Maybe eventually somebody will pick it up and say, "Hey, you know what? This
So,
Unlimited is just kind of a dumb name. We gotta switch it around to Galaxy Shuffle." I think that's what the fans want.
Oh yeah.
yeah, well, they all hate it. Like, you go on that Star Wars
Oh, don't
Unlimited
even get me
Discord,
started on that Discord.
you mentioned the name Galaxy Shuffle, and man,
Everyone
they
loses it.
just
Oh man.
like they get their panties in twist, man. I'm telling you.
So hey, now here's something for you, Crank and Chewy. Now you brought this up, and I think this is a valid point. You had talked about people on the discords who never played Star Wars
Well,
Destiny,
you
how
know,
they really shouldn't have a voice at all when it comes to this new
okay.
game, Galaxy
Here,
Shuffle.
here, here's what I'll say to that. Okay, if you have never played Destiny, and there's quite a few people that I've met in the Discord that haven't played Star Wars Destiny. If you haven't played Star Wars Destiny and you're telling me that FFG's changed, FFG this, we love FFG, man, get that trash out of here, bro. That is such a stinky opinion. Oh my gosh. Like, you're gonna say, we believe in FFG, we believe da 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 da. And you ain't even played Destiny. You never had to go through the trauma, the horror that was
Yeah,
indirect damage. You never had to go through the
yeah,
horror of Vader, of Palpatine, XYZ things at the end of Destiny. And you're going to tell me that they changed? Nah, get the trash out. Maybe they have. I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm taking it with a grain of salt that when, FFG's making a new game, it could stink. It could be really good. But all these people that are, never played Destiny before, man, get that trash out of here. If you ain't played
yeah. That's for
Destiny,
sure.
your opinion is irrelevant to me, honestly. To some
Yeah,
extent.
yeah.
To some extent.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like. Hey, I'm sorry. Don't tell me you were a Magic guy or you played it, and God forbid, but Pokemon. Come on, don't be and Keyforge. Don't be laying these titles down and say like you understand FFG. You don't understand FFG. Okay, they are. Yeah. Anyway, so let's just if you haven't played Star Wars Destiny, I think we can all agree you just need to keep your mouth shut on the discords and stop
Amen.
acting like you know something. Okay.
Amen. Absolutely.
I think that's
Laying
fair. I
down the
think that's
law.
fair.
Dropping some
Yeah.
elbows.
Yeah. Yeah. So hey, if you're still with us, don't forget to subscribe and hit that dislike button. We're trying to go for the most dislikes ever. Anyway, so again, we're talking with Cranky Chewy and Chick Donovan here. Hopefully, I think it'd be fun to get Sir
Wait,
Christopher on the
wait,
old podcast, eh?
time out, time out. That sounds like something you say after you play a commercial or an ad.
we had a little
It's
ad
like a
break for all the
segue
Well, hey,
people
after
that
an ad.
Maybe we'll
There
get a
is no
commercial or
ad
ad.
break in
Hey,
this.
maybe we'll
We
get one,
might get
but
an
there's
ad break. You never
spoilers.
know. Like, hey, maybe somebody's going to throw a bone our way, but you never know. Maybe somebody's going to like, maybe FFG is going to be like, hey, would you like to,
If someone throws a
advertise for
bone
us?
our
And
way,
we'll
we are
we'll be
not
already
buying
ready
that
for
bone.
it.
Exactly.
So anyway, yeah. So I think again, in the discords, just yeah, come on. And it's so funny. Like people get so riled, like in the
Oh, so
discourse. I
bent
can't
out
believe
of
it.
shape.
If
You
you
say
say if
you
you
say
say
one
anything
thing.
negative,
The dislikes.
yeah,
Here they come. You
yeah,
say
they do.
one
Yeah,
thing
they do.
about Galaxy Shuffle, and everybody gets all pissed
Cry
off.
babies.
It's so
Man,
funny.
everybody's like having to go get their therapy dog and like, needs the tissue and hey, we're Discord shaming them or something. I don't know. It's so stupid. Like, and when did everybody get so
Yeah.
sensitive all of a sudden? Bunch of
I don't know, man.
crybabies.
Apparently,
I don't
I'll
know.
tell you what.
it's
I'll
when
tell you
it's when
one thing.
Galaxy Shuffle came out.
Yeah. I'll tell you this one thing. They on the Discord, they were like, please just stop with the Galaxy Shuffle reference and the memes. And we're here to tell you that we're recording this on a Monday night. In 2 days, when they do the demo deck stream,
Yeah.
you bet Galaxy Shuffle's gonna be all over the chat. You bet.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh yeah.
bet.
Get ready
It's
for
gonna
it.
be there.
You better
Get
get your
ready.
therapy dog warmed up, baby, because you're
Yeah,
gonna hear
man.
some Galaxy Shuffle. You
Yes,
better
sir.
get your, whatever whatever headache relief pill you need to take, and you better get your little therapy pillow and your little, whatever you
Galaxy
you
Shuffle gonna
use
be.
to soothe yourself, because hey, there's gonna be lots of Galaxy Shuffle thrown around during that stream.
Yeah,
And
why not?
I'm hoping Tyler will throw out a little Galaxy our way again, because
Tyler's not gonna be there. I
It's
don't think, is he?
oh, he's not.
it's gonna be
Oh, it's
Is
Jeremy.
it just
It's
Jeremy.
Jeremy
Jeremy.
That's
this
right.
time? Oh
Okay,
yeah.
so hey, if you are listening, you're still with us at 12 minutes. I think we're about 12 minutes or so, 10 minutes or something like that. Hey, if you're still listening to this, make sure when you're listening you were watching that stream on Wednesday. Hey, you gotta question Jeremy. Man, everybody needs to ask him, Jeremy, are you going to kill this game in 2 years like you did Star Wars Destiny? You got to ask him that
Destiny
question.
had like three,
I
maybe
think
four.
that's a legit question. We just want to know. The fans want to know before you invest a bunch of money in this game. Hey, are you going to kill this thing in 2 years? Is that what's going to happen? Like, I would just want some kind of commitment from him.
Yeah,
That's
be
what we're
nice.
asking for. Hey, can you give us a time period, a time frame? Are we talking 2, 3 years? How long do we get to play this game before you kill it? I think that's fair.
And look,
And the power creep. I think we need to ask Jeremy. We got to really put his feet to the power, the fire on the power creep. What do you guys think about that?
now, see,
No.
see, the power
Mm-mm.
creep. It's
Mhm.
gonna happen regardless. I think it happens in every.
I
It
don't think
happens
it
in every
matters.
card game. Like most board games, unless it's just a one-off. But in most continuous card games, and even like other miniature games or something like that, it's gonna happen because otherwise people won't buy the product. And it's the best way to
Have
get
to have
people to
power
buy
creep.
products. So they have to have a reason for people to buy. Now, granted, for the first three or so sets, I mean, I don't know if there necessarily should be a huge power creep, because I mean, you could go through three different Star Wars eras and have them all be fairly balanced. But I don't know if that'll happen or not. But I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think if it happens super early within like the first three, maybe four sets, that would be a little disappointing. But
Yeah, but
after that,
to me, I don't think the power creep has to be as extreme as it was when Jeremy took over
oh,
Star
Destiny.
Wars Destiny.
Oh, it doesn't need
Yeah,
to be that bad at all. Oh,
yeah,
Destiny
I
was
mean, like
ridiculous.
droids, for example, was ridiculous. I mean, that was just absolutely stupid. And the
Kylo.
Kylo Raylo deck, that was just so dumb. Raylo, how it was like a pre-built deck that was just the
Yeah.
crappiest. I
Even
mean, Destiny
Palpatine.
was all about taking characters that were fun to play and putting them together, building a deck, and then he comes out with this stupid Raylo pre-built deck, and I'm like, come on, like what the heck, guy? And it was so broken. It was fairly, it
It
wasn't
was
super broken.
It
Not
it
the
was
was
droids
pretty
broken, but
strong.
it was pretty strong. Yeah, yeah,
It wasn't no Shadowcaster before Desperate Measures. It was
oh
really
yeah,
good.
that was trash. That was some
yeah, yeah.
trash. Now
Reset the
here's the thing.
Shadowcaster
Here's the
15
other
times.
thing. Okay, so when we're talking about power creep, all right, and we're talking about stuff that was broken, I can already tell you. I can already tell you from the spoilers that we have. So things like maximum firepower, I think that card is going to be very, very good. I also think
Yeah,
the new card that was just released, the Rebel Pathfinder, I think that's going to be a really good card already with Saboteur. When this unit attacks, ignore Sentinel and defeat the defender's shields. I mean, what? It's crazy.
Okay, okay. Let me say a little something on that. Okay, this is a Rebel Pathfinder, right? So we're talking pretty much a hero card, yeah. And it defeats the defender shields. That seems kind of like
Villainy.
usually. I mean, eventually maybe they're gonna release some cards that give
Oh, I
shields
think there
to
will be.
the villain characters, but for the most part now we haven't seen a lot of cards like that yet. It's pretty much all
Well,
I haven't
rebels
seen a
that
lot
get
of
the
cards
shield.
though, so
I
Well,
think you're
well, I know, but
missing
it
the
seems it
prob
seems kind of
well,
like
wait. But you're missing that it ignores the Sentinel. I think that's probably the bigger thing because we've already
oh
seen
yeah,
uh two villainy Sentinels. We've seen the Cell
yeah.
Block Guard and the Royal Guard. If you control an official, I'm pretty sure we've
Well,
all seen the
and
Royal
you
Guard.
can also play
So
the Cloud City Wingguard too.
yeah,
Play that with it.
what
so
I'm trying.
I think
Well,
that's
but
probably the bigger thing.
oh yeah, absolutely, no doubt about it. The Sentinel's a big deal, but my whole thing is like, why did you give this to a hero character? It seems like you should have given it to a villain character. Defeat the defender's shields. That just makes a lot more sense to having a villain character with that is giving. I mean, a lot
Well,
more
no,
of
I'm
the.
here's the
sure we'll
thing.
have it
Wait,
on
wait.
villains eventually
Well,
after a couple cards get
here's
released or
what I'm
something.
saying. Well, do you remember when they released the Kylo Ren and the Rey two-player starter set way back in like 2017?
Yeah,
Basically, what happened was the heroes got shields, and everything the villains did removed the shields.
Yeah,
I kind of like that. That doesn't seem to be the case, where the heroes never remove shields and the villains never get shields. It seems like
yeah,
shields,
that
it's
is
just sort of
nice.
based off this one Rebel Pathfinder, is that shields will kind of probably lean more towards the heroes, but the villains will be able to get shields and sort of the shield hate, as it were, uh, is sort of on both sides now that we see this Rebel Pathfinder. So I don't mind that. I think that's actually kind of a better thing. I'll give FFG some credit here.
Yep, that was a good
So
thing they did. I'll give them that.
well, I mean, if both villain and hero are getting shields, I'm okay with that. It doesn't seem as like I don't know. I guess it's kind of thematic, but it's really not. It seems like I mean,
I
obviously,
mean,
when you
look,
watch the movies, it seems like all the Tie fighters, they take one ping of damage and they're dead,
I
and
mean
the
that's not
rebels can always,
100% true
they're always
because
kind of shielded up more.
what's the one ship from Rebels that has shields? Is it the tie? It's a tie something.
The Tie
oh,
Advance
the
probably or something like that.
Yeah,
Thrawn's
Thrawn's thing, the thing that Thrawn does.
oh dude, wow. Oh
Tie isn't it
man,
Tie
I'm
Defender?
choking. Yes, the
It's
TIE
Tie
Defender,
Defender.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
I think it's Tie
Oh, Tie
Defender. Yeah,
Defender, yeah,
that one's got shields on it. That's an awesome ship. Like I think
yeah,
I hope they release the Tie Defender in this game. That'd be so
yeah.
awesome.
Well, maybe that's what they're gonna do. But it
Oh,
seems like shields are
Thrawn.
pretty powerful, though. I
Oh,
have to admit.
dude.
Oh,
Dude.
Thrawn. Oh, I hope we get a Thrawn,
Thrawn.
man.
Facey Thrawn. Oh, man. We see Thrawn.
That'd be so awesome. I
So
think.
there was a
This is like
couple.
the perfect.
Hey, wait, hang on.
There's a couple
Before,
more
wait,
spoiled
take a timeout,
cards.
timeout. I gotta take a timeout here. FFG, if you're listening to this podcast, okay, if you want to spoil Thrawn, just hit us up. Any time of the day, any time of the week, any time of the month. Hit us up if you want to
We'll
spoil
be
Thrawn.
here.
We got it. No problem. That'll be, FFG, if you give us Thrawn, that'll be the greatest spoiler ever. Easily. We will do that up so well. Oh, it'll be awesome. Just give us Thrawn.
We'll make a whole skit. I'll paint my face blue.
Yeah, we'll paint our faces
Yeah.
blue for Thrawn,
Wait.
FFG.
I,
Come on.
I
Wait, man,
guarantee.
I don't know
Listen,
if I should.
listen.
Should I
Uh,
commit
uh,
to that? I don't know.
I've
no,
already
no, no.
committed
Hold on,
to
hold
it.
on, hold on. Listen.
I'll do it. I'll paint my face blue.
Yeah, wait. Listen. FFG. Listen now. I'm gonna lay some knowledge on you. Okay. Like other than uh Jay and all those guys over there, uh, we will do the best spoiler reveal ever,
Easily.
ever.
Yes.
I'm not talking top 10 FFG. No, I'm not talking that. I'm not talking top 5. I'm talking the number one best spoiler review you will have ever seen. You will be like, man, Crack Dice Gaming, they'll always get a spoiler from us.
Yeah,
And we're not
absolutely.
always your biggest fans, but hey,
Yes.
we are your biggest fans because we're trying to help your game.
Hey, look,
See,
FFG, we give you
this
credit
is
where credit's due.
like when we talk bad about Jeremy, it's because he deserves it. I
It's
mean,
true.
we killed the game,
It's true.
and I mean, and we're trying to give you guys constructive criticism here, right?
Yep.
So if you want to give us a spoiler, we're all about that. We'll make sure that we other than like unplayable, the unplayable community. Aside from those guys, and maybe Sir Christopher, you should probably give him a spoiler.
Yeah.
We will be the top spoiler release. It's not going to be just like little cheesy like
Oh no, we'll do
reveal,
it up.
like
Spoiler.
get
Do it up.
acquired, me,
Listen to our
nothing like that.
podcast.
It'll be amazing. I promise you.
Oh yeah, we'll have the best spoiler
All right,
reviews
so
you've
talking
ever
about
seen.
spoiled cards, though, let's talk about some of these
No,
other
wait, wait,
spoiled
wait, wait,
cards.
wait. One more thing on Thrawn. One more thing on Thrawn.
All right,
Now, this is the first set, right? It's Spark of Rebellion, and they've spoiled a bunch of Rebels art. They've spoiled Hera.
Mm-hmm.
I know they used a quote from Kanan Jarrus on one of their Twitter things.
Yep.
So it's not completely out of the realm of possibility for Thrawn Diddy Fitty to be in this first set. It's not out of the
yeah,
realm. I think it's actually kind of likely,
I think it's pretty
because
pretty
he's just
likely. I think
it's
it's likely.
so cool. Imagine if when they released the Ahsoka show, they
I thought
spoiled
okay,
Thrawn,
that's what I was
or
gonna say.
before that, or sometime around that.
I was
That'd be
gonna
so
say
cool.
when Ahsoka comes out, I think we get a Thrawn. To be honest.
that'd be pretty sweet.
Now
Or
FFG, give us
Ahsoka.
that
Well,
card. Come on now.
not.
Oh, let me throw one little thing in here for FFG. Hey, FFG. Now, if you're listening, if you made it this far, you got to listen to this. Now, before you release Boba Fett, I want you to go back to the drawing board because I'm sure if Jeremy made Boba Fett, it's garbage. It's just absolute garbage. It'll be
Go back
it'll
to
be
the
like,
drawing.
he'll be like a 1-1, and then if you activate him, he's like a -1-1 or something like that. And you have to spot like 16 bounties or something stupid. So I want you to go back. I want you to make a good Boba Fett. Could somebody please? This is the deadliest bounty hunter in the galaxy.
Make him a
Okay,
stat stick.
a
Absolute
little
stat
bit of
stick.
respect for the man, okay? The deadliest. I mean, he is the top of his trade. You understand that now, okay? So when you release Boba Fett, man, he better be good, or you will hear it. I'm telling you right now. So
No,
so
no.
so, so go
Fucking
ahead,
ego.
go back to the drawing board before you release him. I'm sure you already got Boba Fett done. He's ready to go, and he's garbage. Okay, we know it's garbage already because everything you release is garbage when it comes to Boba Fett.
That's
Go
true.
back,
That's
make
true.
him good, okay? Make him good. Make him like one of the most broken characters you've ever released. That's what we're asking for, okay?
Hey, look, if
And
Baba, hey,
and then after we impress you, when we release Thrawn, we need Boba Fett too.
look,
That's what we're asking.
I'll say this, okay? I'll say this about the power creep, okay? If you make characters like Boba Fett that are broken, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. If Boba Fett's
Yeah,
broke, I'm okay with
yeah.
that. If Darth
Still
Vader,
make Ezra
yeah,
broken,
yeah, just make
or like you know, uh, who like what's the one Ewok, uh, Wicket,
Chief
or
Chirpa.
Chirpa.
some Jawa or something like that. Why do they make these characters broken? They
Chopper,
get
3PO, and
some
R2D2.
weird.
We said
We said
Yeah,
Chopper at the
Chopper.
same
we
time.
both said Chopper at the same time. That's funny.
What the heck? Like, how is Chopper better than Boba Fett?
I
Like,
know.
seriously.
And
Jeremy,
what,
if you do
Destiny?
that, I'm telling you right now,
You're gonna
we
hear
will
it.
eviscerate you
You're gonna hear it.
in
You're gonna
in
hear it.
in podcasts and on the discords. Do not do this. All right.
Please, Jeremy,
So
make Boba Fett
so
good.
so let's talk
Moving
about
on.
these
Moving
new
on.
spoilers.
Moving
Hey,
on.
moving on. Let's talk about these new spoilers. Hey, so there's the Emperor's Royal Guard. It says
That's a
on
pretty
this
good
one
one.
it's a 3/4. He's Imperial. It says while you control an official unit, this unit gains Sentinel. So he's got the Sentinel. That's not bad. While you
Mm.
control Emperor Palpatine as a leader or unit, so you can have him either as a unit on the board or actually as your leader. This gains +0/+1, so it becomes a 3/5, which isn't bad. It's a 3 cost, and it looks like it's kind of be played with Palpatine as his guards or
It's got
whatever. No, I
a
don't
it's a
think it's too
little
bad.
beefy. It's a little beefy card.
I like this card a lot.
You do.
Oh,
Why is
absolutely.
that?
I think, well, it's very thematic. I think they nailed the theme on this.
Yeah,
And
This is good.
I was thinking even the other day, if you even have Krennic down with this, and
Oh
let's say
yeah.
you're playing Krennic as your leader,
yeah,
um, and like you have Palpatine as a unit, and this thing takes a point of damage, this thing becomes what would be a 4/5 then, right? Because Krennic gives
Hmm.
+1 attack. A 4 or
Yep.
5 for a 3 cost with Sentinel.
yeah. +1
That's
attack.
pretty
Yeah,
Well,
good. I think
and
yeah, it's not bad.
it's just so thematic.
is
I like it a
Palpatine
lot.
That's
Oh,
nice. Yeah.
so will Palpatine, Emperor Palpatine, be an official? Do you think?
Oh, he's got to be.
I think
I
I think
got.
he
I
has
bet
to
you
be.
he's
No,
gonna.
I
He's
don't
got to
think
be
so.
like Sith.
I think
He's got to be Sith official.
I think
Gotta be.
FFG is gonna totally drop the ball on this and not release Palpatine.
Yeah, yeah.
See
He
what
probably won't be
that
an
shit-
official. He'll probably be just a Sith or something
Well,
stupid.
I know Tarkin's an official. So I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. Target is, yeah, and so is Krennic, isn't he?
yeah, Krennic is too.
Yeah, I kind of think this thing should have vigilance instead of command. Um,
What?
but the Royal Guard, because it feels like more of a vigilance thing than a command. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, I'd say so.
just from what I kind of understand.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, yeah. I could see that.
Like
I
it
know,
seems
but
like more
like,
of a vigilant, protective thing.
I guess maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
that
know.
could be.
Yeah,
I think
this
they
is
did a
what
good job.
here, wait. The definition of vigilance is the action or state of keeping careful watch for possible danger or difficulties.
Yeah,
That's exactly what this guy does.
Yeah,
yeah,
So,
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
say, but
exactly.
I
other
don't.
than that,
But
Yeah, I think thematically for sure they screwed that up.
thematically a little bit. But look, I think it's a good card. I think it's still a thematic
I
card.
agree.
It's a good card.
I agree.
FFG, well done on this one. Good job.
Yeah. Now later down the spoiler line, I'm gonna go
Ah,
off on
yeah,
FFG.
this one's good though. This one's good.
Yeah, well, this one's
What
good.
what
You did good
what
here.
colors? What colors vigilance again?
It's the blue.
It's the blue, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it would have been. And how cool would that be if it was blue? Blue just seems like it'd be way. I don't know. I agree, 100%. Like
Uh,
that just seems like it's way
yeah,
cooler
I don't know.
if it's blue. But
I think
Yeah.
it's fine, but
and then it would go with Krennic really good.
Yeah, if it, well,
that
but I mean, you
makes
can play,
no
the command
sense.
center or something like that. I don't know. I think it'll be interesting to see. I don't know.
Yeah.
Have to wait and
So
see.
then
Yeah.
if Palpatine uh is gonna compare with this, then he's gonna have to be one of these other two. What do they call them again? Uh
Aspects.
the aspects, yeah.
Well,
Palpatine will
Palpatine can
probably be
have
green.
yeah, so he can have green, and then you can play cards that have 2 green aspects when we do get those eventually, which I assume at some point we're gonna get those. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
doesn't have to be blue or whatever. So, but
Right.
moving on to the next spoiler. I think Chewie, I think you should introduce the ship we got. You've been waiting on this one, haven't you? What's it called?
I'm not gonna say what it's called, but it's
Come on.
it's the Aztec Liberator gunship. That's what that one's called. The Aztec Liberator gunship. Now,
Isn't it Aussie Took?
no,
No, Aztec.
no,
That's what Sir Christopher
it's
said it
Aztec.
was. So
Yeah, the
Aztec, really?
Yeah,
That's how
Aztec.
you say that?
I'm not gonna lie, FFG.
yeah,
How
If
the
you
world do you
know,
get Aztec from Auzituck?
that looks a little bit like
that's what
Aztec.
Sir Christopher said, dude.
If you take out the U and the I, it looks like Aztec, which is close to
You
Aztec.
Yeah, I guess.
It also looks a
We'll
little
twist
bit
it.
like something else that I won't say, but if you know your World War.
Something Liberator.
Yeah, pretty messed up.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it's 4 cost, not bad, not bad. It has a 3 attack, 4 defense, and it has ambush. Is this the first card we've seen that has ambush?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I think ambush is gonna be broken, man. I think ambush.
Yeah,
is
it's
gonna be,
basically Russian Lorcana, like old Jay said.
yeah. I think
What
because I mean,
where's this ship come from? What genre? What
I got no idea, to be completely honest.
is this Rebels
I
or something?
think
Can't remember.
No.
I want to
Seen this
say,
ship.
I think it's like from the comics or something,
Is it from the
but
comics?
I honestly don't
All right.
know.
If you know, respond to the chat. Tell us where this ship comes from. Anybody want to respond to the
I
chat?
have
Let us
no
know.
It's
idea.
actually, here you go. It's actually called the Auzituk Anti-Slaver Gunship.
The anti-slaver gunship.
That's what it's
No,
called
no.
on Wikipedia. That's what they
gosh.
call it.
Oh
The
my
Liberator
goodness.
and anti-slaver are pretty synonymous. So
It's
Oh,
synonymous. But
oh,
it's
wow.
probably is
What
that like a Wookiee ship?
it's from Rebels. Yeah.
is it? It's a Wookiee ship?
No, it's from Rebels though.
Is it?
It's
I don't know.
it's from the Trandoshan slavers or something like that. I don't know.
Well, it wouldn't be for the trans. It's an anti-slaver ship.
Oh
It
yeah,
wouldn't be from the
Yeah,
here
that's
you
trans.
go,
why
here you
that's
go.
where I was
It's a
getting
Wookiee.
Wookiees
It's a
from.
Wookiee ship. It's a Wookiee ship.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
I
Wookiee
I would
bounty,
say
noticed.
rebels. Yeah, yeah.
The Wookiee bounty hunter Chrysanthemum also owned his own Ausatug gunship during the Galactic Civil War. The Wookiee's gunships joined the Citizens Fleet.
All right, nobody cares. Stop. No one
Yeah,
cares.
yeah. Okay, all right.
It's a
So
Wookiee ship.
Chrysanthemum's wannabe ship. Okay, all right. Yeah, Yeah,
It's from
whatever.
Rebels though.
It looks
Yeah,
like.
that's all. That's all we got to say about it. This thing's trash.
Yeah, yeah.
See, okay, you guys can say that it's
The
trash, okay?
ability's good, but I don't know
But
about the rest of it.
ambush, okay, but how many cards are we gonna have that have ambush though? I mean, let's be honest.
Well, I mean, that's okay. The thing, I just don't know
Okay,
how good space is gonna be. I just don't know about
compare it to the
space.
Imperial Interceptor. They're both 4 cost. One has ambush. One has a when played deal 3 damage to a space unit. But the
I
Imperial,
like the Interceptor way better, I think.
do you though?
3-2. I mean,
I mean, this
the
one
thing is,
shots
they
it.
both.
Like,
I think they both. They're both kind of. The reason why I don't like them is because they're kind of both contingent on your opponent having a space.
yeah, that's also
A
true.
space ship in play. That is a good trade for you.
But
You
the
know.
Ausatug, you could just
So,
attack the base with it. Whereas the Imperial
you have
Interceptor,
to,
you
and
couldn't.
You know,
no, you have
I
to attack it. You can't attack a unit with ambush, or the base with ambush.
You can't. Oh,
you
it's only
can.
a unit.
I know, yeah. Can't quest with it.
You may ready and attack an enemy unit. Yeah, you can't attack the
That's
base. Yeah,
stupid. Maybe
yeah,
never
that's
mind.
kind of stupid.
I take back what I said. Trash. Get it
I was
out
gonna
of here.
say,
Yeah,
like, if it'd be really, I was gonna say this would be really great if you
Trash.
could actually attack the base, because then I feel like if you're
Yeah.
3 points away from winning, the base, they think you don't have anything out. You play that, boom, you won the game.
yeah.
I think that's
That seems
probably
kind of
why.
stupid.
I think that's probably why they didn't.
Yeah, compare it to the Consular Security Force. Same cost. This thing has
Stat
ambush, but the Consular Security Force has 3 extra health. So, I mean,
Bro,
I
that
kind of would
Consular
rather have the
Security
3
Force.
extra health. You know,
Yeah, bro.
I feel like that's an extra.
I can already tell you
Yeah.
what's gonna be broken in this game, bro. Get yourself a Consular Security Force out, all right? And then what you're gonna want to do is play a wing leader on that Consular Security Force. Bro, that's gonna be so broken.
Yeah, until they
Self-aware.
vanquish it.
Okay, that might be true. However,
Maximum firepower.
and good. I
I
mean,
was gonna say, next to
9.
firepower.
I know, but 9 health.
Double open fire. Or I guess double open fire wouldn't even kill
Double
it.
open fire wouldn't even kill it. And I mean, maximum
Yeah.
firepower still probably wouldn't even kill it unless you had Vader out.
I think it's too much eggs in one basket. I think that's kind of the issue.
Yeah, but it's still. I think
It's like a pseudo leader basically.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I don't
3
know.
for 7.
All right.
What we got?
I do want to talk about the trash finders. Oh, we already talked about the trash finders.
Oh yeah. Well, we kind of did.
We got the one.
Did we?
We got the last
Yeah,
super laser.
We can talk about the Rebel Pathfinder.
I'll talk about the technician guy. I got a bunch of thoughts on that guy.
All right, all right, all right. All
Which
right,
one
you
he
can bring him up.
wants the Pathfinder trash?
We already talked about
Pathfinder
the
trash. Yeah, we
Pathfinder.
were talking about it again though. It's a broken card. We only talked about it being broken. This card's gonna be so broken, man. I already tell you. You play turn 1, Saboteur. Yeah, that card's gonna be broken.
Yeah,
2,
we already
3.
talked about it, yeah.
It's a 2/3. It's a 2/3, and it has Saboteur. That's. I mean.
Yeah, I think that Saboteur mechanic is going to be really broken. I think you're going to see a lot of Saboteur by the looks of it.
Absolutely.
I mean, it ignores Sentinel and Shields, because I think that Sentinel is so powerful. And the awesome thing is you can literally just attack the base with it. Like you throw it out there, you can ignore Sentinel, attack the base. I mean, swinging for 2 is not bad if you got like a shield on them, or you got a couple of experience or something on them. Well, you could really really
Hey, look,
and then they can't do nothing. Yeah.
All I'm saying, as of at 4:26 p.m. on a Monday morning, July 24th, 2023, I'm calling it now. There will be decks that are solely built on the Saboteur keyword, guaranteed.
I don't think so.
Oh, absolutely! Are you kidding me?
Let me tell you why. Here's why I think so. I mean, there might be, but I don't think they'll be good because part of what you're paying for in the cost is you're paying 2 costs. We only get a 2/3 stat line, but you get the
Yeah.
saboteur keyword.
Mm-hmm.
If your opponent's not playing set shields or sentinels, you're probably gonna lose.
I don't know.
Yeah, but who's not playing Sentinels? I mean,
It's kind of
honestly,
meta dependent. It's
There's
kind of a
a
meta dependent
there's a
keyword, you know.
I don't know.
yeah.
I think your Sentinel's so powerful. It shuts
Sentinel's
down
already
everything.
powerful. It's
So
very
I honestly think everybody's gonna be having Sentinels in their deck. I mean, you almost have to just to shut down that lane. I mean, if you shut down the lane with Sentinel,
Yeah.
that means it becomes a space battle, or you have to take out their Sentinel,
Well,
which means like if you only have one or two guys out there and you have one Sentinel, that one Sentinel can often just like interrupt their entire turn. So
Yep.
I don't see why you
yeah.
wouldn't play Sentinel. At least one set of Sentinel cards in your deck. I think that would just be foolish not to have those in there. And so like be able to avoid that and just be so they either A, they have to attack you, which you're doing 2 damage, which is not great, but if you get like a shield or you get anything else on there,
yeah.
they're
But
they're having to go after you, maybe even with their Sentinel character, just to try to kill you because you're just beating on their base. I don't know.
Well, I think
I think there'll be
it's
full
kind of
deck splits out of
situational
this.
because if they see if they have a shield on their character, you're probably going to want to attack that character because you defeat their shields and then you do the damage. So,
Yeah. But think about
um,
it. Think about it like, the probe droid, for example, all right? Probe droid's a pretty good card. It does 3/2. This is basically just the opposite
uh,
of that, except it has
yeah,
saboteur.
that thing's trash. That Probe Droid, I think
Probe
it's
droid's a good
trash.
card, man.
I,
It's a good card.
with Vader's lightsaber, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
So I
But even
assume when
like,
this attacks, it says when this unit attacks, ignore Sentinel and defeat the defender shields. I assume that's talking about before you attack, you defeat the shields,
Yeah,
and then you get to do your
yeah,
damage. Does
then
that
you do
sound
your
right?
damage. Yeah.
yeah,
But like
I mean, it doesn't
even
explicitly say it, but I mean, it could.
even look at the counselor or the Cloud City Wingguard. That's a 2/4 and it's 3 cost, but it has Sentinel. So I mean,
yeah. Well, also, kind of another thing is like you're looking at this Rebel Pathfinder and you're already saying it's a good card. This only has one aspect. If they throw another aspect on there, they can throw another attack or another health on it too. So there's going to be,
yeah.
saboteurs with 2 aspects that
Mhm.
have better stats than this even. Like this
Oh
is going
yeah.
to be, I think, probably this will be pretty strong in a draft format, which I'm never going to play because I don't like draft. So
Oh, I love draft. Draft is awesome.
draft is trash.
Draft is great.
It'd
I
be
think.
interesting. It'd be interesting. I mean, this card could be interesting in the fact that it says when this unit attacks. It doesn't say. It doesn't actually say when it attacks, like immediately when it attacks, or at any time when it attacks.
Okay, hang on. A question.
So let me finish my
I,
point. So if there's a character that when it's attacked, it gets a shield, you could attack if it had a shield, you could hit the first shield, and then because this doesn't give you a definite time when you defeat the shields, after if it were to get a second shield, you could defeat that shield too.
No.
Make sense?
Yeah, just
I
you
imagine the
defeat the
active player
defender's
choose
shields.
the active player chooses that they would get the shield first, and then you would defeat the shields, and then do the damage. So, but I
I
mean,
think. Oh, okay. But here's another question: if you attack the base, when this unit attacks, ignore Sentinel and defeat the defender's shields. And I'm attacking the base. I'm attacking. Do I defeat
Yeah,
defender's shields regardless
yeah,
of if
yeah. You would defeat their
yeah.
shields
Well,
too.
here,
if you attack the
Yeah,
base
if you
though,
read the
or is
yeah,
it
if you
just where?
it doesn't say you have to attack a unit. It just says when it attacks, so you could still defeat the defender's shields.
But I guess there wouldn't necessarily be a defender though, would it? You know what I mean?
I don't know. But if you go into the keyword glossary on the rules reference, it does say you defeat the shields before you deal the damage. So
Yeah.
there's that. If you just get a couple clicks, you can get your answer.
Exactly.
But
Anyway,
You
I'll
defeat
let
the
there's
wait.
nothing
It
that
says you defeat.
gives
Hold on. Wait. It says you defeat the character shields
before
before
you
you
do
do the damage,
damage.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you're
yeah
not doing
like a bit like
damage,
a
if you're not doing damage,
What do you mean?
so you defeat the character shields,
look,
is what I'm
man.
saying.
Hey
Look,
man, you
man.
going on a tangent? I don't know, man.
I'll explain this to you after the podcast. People
So
already get
so
it. They moved on.
so let's see. If you defeat the character shields, can
All
you
right,
still do
moving
that? Yeah.
on. Next
Okay,
player.
so
Defenders shield. All
yeah,
right.
let me talk about this
Super
super
laser
laser
technician.
technician.
We got
Now,
5
look,
more
I got
minutes.
a bunch of issues with this card, dude.
All right.
The
Let's go
Emperor's
ahead.
Royal Guard, great spoiler. I thought that was great. The Aztec gunship, pretty good card. The other Saboteur, pretty fine. This thing is beyond stupid when it comes to the theme. It's a 3 cost, 2 to attack, 1 power, and when it's defeated, you can put it down as a resource and ready it. So basically, all right, now I'm gonna give it flowers, give it some flowers before I say why this card is stupid. What it does is it allows you to get your Darth Vader out a turn early because you get this in your resource pool or whatever.
Mhm.
So instead of Darth Vader coming out on what is turn 6, it can now come out on turn 5 if you get one of these in your resources, right? But what's so stupid about this card? Super Laser Technician. Now this guy's on the Death Star, right? And he's a ground unit. So he's a ground unit, but he's on the biggest space station ever.
Right, right,
But
right,
he's a
right,
ground unit.
right.
And how's he fighting? What's he fighting with?
The Death
Like you
Star.
think he'd fire the so it does 2 damage? That big beam does 2 damage?
I see your point, but
I just don't get it. And so like
I'll be
Luke's
honest. I don't know about that one. Shit.
it makes
I
it
don't know.
makes this makes this it just makes no sense. Like how is this a ground unit? Like they're in space
It's
on the
just a.
Death Star.
Hey, well, it's the same thing with like Emperor's Royal Guard. He's on the Death Star.
Yeah, I know, but like the Emperor's Royal Guard, the art is on the Death Star, but he can be anywhere. The super laser technician, man, he not leaving that laser beam. He's not coming down to Yoda's or to the Dagobah Swamp and fighting, you know?
I don't
It
know.
just
He could.
you know, I guess.
Yeah, but the
I
Death
just don't
Star.
think it's
I don't know. I don't have that many issues with it. To be honest, I think it's okay. I think the car's kind
I
of
just
trash.
it just seems not great and not super thematic, but
Yeah, but I mean, are people
I don't
really
know.
gonna be playing this trash? This trash card?
I think
Maybe.
so because if you're playing it if with Darth Vader, you can get Darth Vader
Oh,
out a
with
turn
Darth Vader,
early,
I think
and
it would be
from
played.
yeah, so
Yeah,
I
I
don't know. I
think
think it,
you.
and you get an extra resource. It's a great ramp card. Like in Lorcana,
Yeah.
I think the blue Mickey's
Oh,
really
it's like
good.
Blue Mickey.
So
Yeah.
it's blue Mickey basically,
Yeah, pretty
except
much.
one extra step. You gotta have him die. You gotta make him be a suicide bomber. Basically, that's what you're doing with
Yeah.
this cat. So
My
if there's
suicide
a
bomber
if
is
there's
super laser technician.
what you need to play with this guy is like an enrage card where you deal 1 damage to a character and then you get some sort of positive effect. That's where this guy thinks gonna shine. It's like you play him
Oh yeah, like
and you
Enrage
deal
and
1
Destiny. That'd
damage.
be sweet.
Yeah, you do something like that.
Deal
So
1 damage to
it's
yourself
a
to
good
gain a resource or something like that.
yeah. Yeah, I like the design of the card. It just doesn't like
Yeah, but
where
are you?
is
I
this
know,
guy
but are you
now?
gonna make him an air card though? Like, I
I
mean,
know that's what I'm saying. He can't be a space card. He can't be a ground card. You know, it's just I don't know. I
I
just wish the game was more immersive and more thematic. But I do understand why he's a ground unit,
yeah,
but that's my thoughts on Homeboy.
I think Homeboy's probably gonna be. I don't know. He might be pretty good. He might also be end up being trash.
He's
Depends
a
on how,
ramp card.
no, it depends on how good ramp is. Like more common kind of way.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
Well,
think
it seems
there's
like
like a lot of time to ramp though, you know.
Well,
it
yeah,
seems like
that's
you're
true.
definitely going to play this guy with Vader,
Oh, you'll
and
have to.
because of that, it seems like you would have made him an aggression instead of a command,
I know,
like his
but
aspect.
What is
Vader.
aggressive about this guy?
I
What's
know, but
aggressive about
Vader.
this guy?
Okay, but the
I know,
command.
but
No, no, no,
Vader's
no, 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 no.
aggression. So
Hang on,
like that's
hang
what I'm
on,
saying. Like
hang on.
so to be thematic with Vader,
No,
because I mean, well,
okay,
you know,
okay. Shikaka,
let me back up.
Shikaka.
What I would say,
I gotta
hold on,
call
wait,
you
wait,
out on
wait.
some trash here.
I'm just saying instead of calling him a super laser technician, number one, I yeah, whatever.
That's what they
I
are.
think I think they should have made this something else and and maybe they'll bring out another card, like maybe just making a different kind of stormtrooper or some kind of like some kind of trooper that would normally be with Vader,
Yeah,
and
they'll
they
have
should
the
have given
Vader's
that
face.
stormtrooper this ability because I think personally this is absolutely a Vader card without a doubt. I mean, you
Yeah.
need this to ramp for Vader, right? I think we can all agree
I
on
think the
that.
abilities
And
should be on a different card.
yeah, I think it should. I think it should.
I agree.
I think this guy is command, yes, but the ability should be on something else because this is a because you don't need to ramp. You don't need to ramp for anybody else, but you really need to. I mean, you're not
Palpatine.
going to get anything
Palpatine.
out of
There
Vader
might be
beyond that.
Palpatine.
If
That's like
Palpatine, okay,
there might be like
there
a,
might be a Palpatine.
a 8 resource flip Palpatine.
I think there will be.
Yeah, but come on. Jeremy is definitely playing aggression villainy on Palpatine. That's just going to happen. We know that's going to happen.
I don't know. I think.
No
I
way
I
he's going
think.
to
think
get
it
it.
might
I don't
actually be
know.
command because if it's
I think
Emperor,
it will
if
be
it's
too.
Emperor,
If it's Emperor
Well,
Palpatine,
you
it'll
would think
definitely be command.
that's what it's going to be, but I bet you he's going to make Palpatine either a
yeah, no, you're right.
vigilance villainy or he's going to make him a Christian villainy. He's not going to make him command. Ain't going to happen.
Yeah,
Ain't
probably
going to
not.
happen,
It'll,
guys.
You're kind of right.
no, I
Yeah.
think Palpatine will be command. I guarantee it. Hey, look, I'm calling it out at 4:37 p.m. on July 24th. That Palpatine will.
January.
Hey, come on. Palpatine's gonna be command, guaranteed, 100%.
The only way Palpatine,
Don't bet
the
on.
only
Hey,
way
don't bet on
Palpatine is going to be
FFG.
command is
Guaranteed,
if he
guaranteed.
listen. The only way he's going to be command is if once again Jeremy tries to make a broken Palpatine, like the Palpatine that was released in Star Wars Destiny, the
Convergence.
last Palpatine, yeah, Convergence Palpatine, where he got health for every upgrade and he could do this stupid, what was it, the lightning card? What was that again?
We talked about Force
Reset
Storm
that.
last time.
Yeah, Force Storm.
We don't
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
talk about that.
I know. I'm just saying. Unless he, well, that's what I'm saying. Jeremy seems to like Palpatine. I think it's because he feels some affinity to him for some reason, and he makes
Oh
broken
my
Palpatine.
gosh,
So
dude.
he may make another broken Palpatine.
Hey,
So
look, I'm
I'm
okay
just
with
saying he
broken
may. It could be
Palpatines.
that would be the only reason why it's command villainy. That's all I'm saying. But if we go by his normal pattern of crap cards, I'm guessing that Palpatine's going to be aggression and villainy. That's
No,
my guess.
he'll be command villainy, guaranteed, guaranteed.
Yeah, because he likes
I
Palpatine.
think he'll probably be command.
I think he'll be
Uh,
command. Well, just
I-
based off
I-
of the Royal Guard, he'll be command.
Yeah.
We'll see. It'll be a coin toss up for me. I think honestly, I can't go either way. On the one hand, I think that Jeremy is really loves Palpatine for some reason. At the other hand,
Palpatine's
he's
awesome.
horrible at making games. So, there you go.
Palpatine's so
Oh, I'm not saying. No. Don't get me wrong now. No, don't misunderstand me now, folks. I'm not saying that we shouldn't have good main characters. I think we should actually have that instead of having these janky Chopper, Ezra characters that are the most powerful characters in all of the card game, which are stupid. We should have main characters: Boba Fett, Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Chewbacca, Han Solo. Those characters should all be leaders, and they should be all really good. What we don't want is all the little crappy characters that you guys keep throwing our way as leaders. What's the one guy? Oh, he was on A New Hope. He was the really big dude. What's that guy's name now?
Really big dude.
Ah, yeah, he was the one, the big guy that was he looked like he was crammed into his helmet.
What, you talking about Hodges?
Um,
Porkins?
Porkins, that's it, Porkins.
No,
yeah.
no.
They're
We
gonna
are
make
not.
they're gonna make
We are
Porkins the
not. We
leader.
are not. No, we are not
If
having
you
any
make
Porkins slander. Porkins
Porkins,
is awesome.
he'll be able
I
to
love
throw out like
Porkins.
6 ships or something like
That
that.
would be so
'Cause that's
awesome. I love Porkins.
actually I wouldn't mind Porkins. I think it'd be funny.
It'd be so
Oh
funny.
my gosh.
Porkins
It is
actually
a ridiculous.
that do you know that guy? He actually played in quite a few movies after Star Wars. Like he was actually a fairly. I mean, he's passed away now, but he actually played in a few movies after Star Wars, some big name movies and stuff. I'm like, wow, I didn't realize Porkins was so popular after Star Wars, but he was a big deal
Hey,
in more
Porkins
ways
is
than one.
awesome.
Pun
he
intended.
brings the people to the theater.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's Porkins. What a name, Porkins. Like,
It's such an awesome name.
was that his call sign?
I think it was
like
wasn't it Hodge?
Maverick and Iceman and all that. It can't be his real name. Was it just he was eating pork chops one day and he's like, man, that guy's fat. He's eating pork chops. Let's call him Porkins. Like, is that how he got that name?
It's Jack Tono
Hey, man.
Porkins. Jack Tono Porkins.
Yeah, I mean, no disrespect to Porkins, but that's just a funny, man. It's just
yeah.
what's your name? Call sign Porkins.
It's
Here
so,
comes
it's so
Here comes Porkins.
It's so
It's
awesome.
like it always, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Spider Ham from Marvel.
Spider Ham. Oh my
Spider Ham.
gosh.
Yeah, yeah. Pork. Yeah, you
How
gotta.
do we get on this
I
massive
don't know how
tangent?
we got on this tangent. We gotta wrap
We
this
always
up.
got a good tangent. This is a good tangent.
We
Like, who
gotta
doesn't want
wrap this
Porkins? Come on.
tangent up.
Hey, if it gets the dislikes up, I'm all for it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. So like, yeah. So like, any other comments about the super laser technician?
No.
Nope. Other than it's gonna be really good with Vader, possibly Palpatine when Palpatine comes out. Other than that, nope.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a fine mechanic card. I just wish it.
I hope we
I
get
just
more
wish
cards
they
like it though.
like. Yeah, like they have the Star Wars IP. I think they should, sort of maximize that, and I don't think they are, and I wish they would. But, I guess
Bro, somebody made a
they
point
gave
in the
me.
Discord. Somebody made a point in the Discord about them just slapping a Star Wars skin on a card game.
Yeah, oh no, they're right.
It feels like that a little bit, and you could be maximizing it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it's the only Star Wars card game that we really have though that's going to be supported, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I mean,
Tyler gave us a Galaxy Shuffle reference the other day,
it's all
so
that matters. All
that
that
got
matters.
me that got me 100% invested in. So
Yep. Pushing the invest button.
yeah,
Right
give
now.
him a raise.
Absolutely.
All right. All right. Now here's something for you. Here's something to chew
Oh
on.
no.
No
Oh
pun
no.
intended. All right.
Oh
So
no.
Porkins, right? The
Oh my
actor that
gosh.
plays Porkins, his actual name
It's William.
is
Hootkins.
William Hootkins.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Lucas. Like, George is like, Hootkins, Porkins. Oh yeah, that works. And just so you know, like he was on Raiders of the Lost Ark. Did you know that?
Was he
And
actually?
not and Superman 4, like the old Supermans. I mean, this guy was like
Oh my
a big
gosh.
deal. He was on the Never
There
Ending
you go.
Story. I mean, he was I mean, Porkins was the man. Like Hootkins. That's just funny. Like Hootkins to Porkins. I think there's something there.
I don't think there is, to be honest, man.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh, his name was Jack. Jack.
Yeah, that's what
J-E-K
I said.
Porkins.
I said that
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah, Jack Porkins.
Oh, I
Jack
didn't hear you. I
Porkins.
thought you said Jeff.
Jack.
Okay.
Jeff. My
Anyway,
name is Jeff.
my name's
Jack
Jeff.
Porkins. Jack Porkins. I
This
didn't realize he had a
podcast is going to
goatee.
crap now.
Do you guys remember? I remember having a
We
goatee. Anybody
gotta
remember?
wrap this up, bro.
Did he have
Wrap
a
it up.
goatee?
Wrap it
Porkins
up.
had a goatee. Did you
FFG,
know
Bow
that?
tie on.
Oh no, it was a
Thrawn
beard.
spoiler.
No, it's a whole beard. He had a beard in Star Wars. I'm sorry. Yeah.
All right,
Dude, our
let's wrap
retention rate is going down.
The retention rate has dropped.
What? No, this is the good stuff. Yeah.
Definitely
Like
not.
like I think that's what really kind of stood out. Like you think he's a military man, but he's got the full beard on. So he was like,
Hey,
so
well, we get it.
so Porkins, like the only military guys that
my
have
gosh,
beards.
here we go.
Like, no, listen, they are like the
gotta edit this
SEALs,
out.
like the undercover SEAL guys, right? So like so Porkins was I mean, he was the real deal. Obviously, he was able to have the full beard. I mean, come on now.
All right, we gotta wrap it up.
Wrap it up. What's the ball?
Wrap it up.
All right. So anyway, so there's some spoilers. Hey, look for some. We're gonna be doing some play testing with some of these new decks when they bring out the. I'm sure we'll have some new cards spoiled on Wednesday when they show the deck testing or whatever. And listen for a new podcast. We'll be picking on Jeremy and all the ridiculous stuff that he does not
Yes,
answer.
sir.
I guarantee he will not answer any of our questions about Galaxy Shuffle. He won't ask it.
Nah,
They
absolutely.
will completely ignore all the questions about the length of this
Absolutely.
game, about the power creep, all that. They will ignore them, all of them again. I like the last time, when we put all those questions, and they're like, "Oh yeah, is there any more questions?" And there's like 50 questions there about the power creep and all this, and they're like, "Oh, I don't think we have any more
Hey,
questions."
what is your thing with
Yeah.
the power
So-
creep?
Well,
Yeah,
I just want to know about the power creep. Is it going to go from like,
It's gonna
hey,
it's gonna
average
happen.
to
I'll tell
really
you right now.
broken overnight with droids? Like that's all I'm asking. Like, are you going to do that? Like, are we going to like? I don't mind a slow power creep. I think that's fine. As you add more cards, you want to buy those cards and add them to your deck. That's fine. But do we need to go from like an average to like super duper broken, you can't even play a turn, and I kill you. That's just stupid.
I don't think
All
I'll
right.
either.
So
Maybe.
anyway, this has been Captain Shikaka. This has been another broadcast from old Crack Dice Gaming. And
Crack dice game. Trash.
you guys want to sign off?
No, it's all you,
No, I
Chief.
don't.
We gotta find
No,
a
I
good
don't.
sign off. What's a
Yeah.
good sign off? Let's see. This has been Captain Shikaka signing out. Go Porkins.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Go Porkins.
End it.
And